take a moment to close our eyes and stretch. And for a few moments, just take a body scan from your head. If you have to touch it, down to your toes. Just scan how it's feeling. And in a few seconds of silence, just go ahead and do that scan and see if there's any area that feels tight. And if it feels tight, just acknowledge it with your hand or with your thoughts. And just soothe it. You're in a safe place with people that love you. Just take some deep breaths and just bring to mind those areas of your body that are tight. Your shoulders, your back, your toes, anything that needs to release. Put your attention on those now. And just bring yourself, bring your mind, bring your thoughts to now, to the present moment. You taking this time to care for yourself, to acknowledge yourself, to love yourself. And take some deep breaths at your own pace. Acknowledging that you're a beautiful, beautiful person. So many capabilities. Acknowledging that what's inside of you, your spirit, your heart, is not the same as what's around you. Any of the challenges, the things that we do day to day, our routines, we're so much more solid, so much more important, so much more loved. Okay, if it feels comfortable, you can just put your hands on your heart. Acknowledge who you are, your worthiness, your beauty. Our imperfections, which are invitations to growth and to loveliness and to expansion, to being impactful. Acknowledge ourselves as a person that is leading projects in your own way that's going to make a difference. Okay, so we're going to just do a short exercise, one that's just going to leave us a little less stressed in those areas, just letting go of the external and focusing more on who you are and your relationship with who you are. Just take a moment just to stroke your thighs, just to bring yourself to present, to care for yourself. And I want you to just take a second to imagine yourself being transported to a beautiful scene where you're on this very safe cliff and there's a beautiful ocean below. Not so high where it's scary, but just enough to be above the ocean to be able to see how beautiful it is. And close enough to be able to hear the waves just lapping against the cliff, against the rocks. Just breathing in the fresh sea air, feeling the breeze, feeling as though everything is just right, and that you were meant to be here in this very moment, enjoying that scene. And if there's a better scene for you, you can replace that with something else. But as we come to this place, this beautiful place where you feel comfortable, we're going to just take an inventory of those things that we need to let go, things that we need to allow to pass, things that we need to allow to flow through, knowing that something behind it is coming if we make space for it. So the things that you could let go are maybe the clutter in our minds, things that we worry about that we have no control over, the news, could be things in our homes, could be old goals that never came to be, but really don't have a place in our lives because we have new and wonderful ones. But just take a second just to maybe think of 1 to 3 things you want to let go this week. And I'll be quiet as you think about those. It could be the feeling that I have to be right on everything, right on the timing, that I have to do things that I don't think I need to do. Maybe it's letting go of other people's judgments of me. But as you come up with either 1 to 3 things, if you have more, that's fine. If you can't think of anything, that's fine. You can always do this later and revisit it. But just imagine those things in your hands. Maybe you have it cupped in your hands. And you're looking out at the ocean. And this ocean just represents a place where things flow, where they can flow away from you to where they need to be, because maybe these thoughts aren't yours and they need to go somewhere else. Maybe they contain energy that could help to create better wildlife. It could be energy that just shouldn't be in your body, but elsewhere. Maybe there are things that have overstayed their welcome and now it's time to let them flow and allow them to float, to flow away, just knowing that this ocean is going to heal it and send it off. So imagine yourself just emptying your hands of those things that you want to let go and literally just let them go. Let them fall and tumble into the ocean, or let them fall and tumble wherever you want them to be. But allow them to fall out of your hands as you have your hands opened. And maybe you shake your hands to make sure that there's nothing left. To let everything go. And just watch it just float away, floating farther and farther and farther away. Now, the scene is going to change slightly. And it might be that you are walking down a little hill towards the ocean. And as you get close to the ocean on the beach and the very soft sand, you allow your feet just to feel the water just lapping up to your toes. Because now this water has taken away those things that you don't need. And in its place, it's flowing back on, it's lapping with little tiny waves back onto your toes, things that you're making space for. So if it's a new project, if it's space for learning and allowing yourself to learn, giving yourself the grace to learn and to be messy, just whatever you have as your intention right now, what you would want for yourself. Now that you've had this space emptied and now you have this available space for new things, take a moment to just invite that in. What is it that you want to invite in to take the place of those things that you've let go? Where do you want to give yourself permission to try, experience? Maybe it's self-care. giving yourself time to schedule your care and put that as a priority. I'll be quiet now as you think of maybe 1 to 3 things that you want to invite in. And as you think of those things, with each wave, as I say the word wave, that little gentle wave's going to go over your toes and it's going to bring that thing to you. Here comes the first wave, allowing something new. Thinking about the second thing, here comes another wave flowing over your toes, bringing that thing to you. And here's a third wave, just anything that you have on your mind, and maybe even something like a surprise that now you have space for, that you can allow. And it's coming in as I say wave. It's a gentle little wave playing with your toes. Take a moment to be grateful, just thanking God for putting you in this place and being open to what is before you, being open to who you've been created to be, being open to the next chapter. And make a little thought, just a little prayer of thanksgiving right now. The appreciation for all the things that are coming to you like a wave. Filling the empty spaces. And when you finish with your prayer, take a deep breath, take in all the love that surrounds all of your projects, all of your desires, all the things you feel motivated and called to do. Breathe that in and accept it. And you can even put a smile on your face as you think about how things are going to shift and be better from this moment forward. Thank you. So in a moment, we're just going to come back to now, just shake out anything, any other doubts that remain, anything that else needs to be let go that may come to mind as we started. At the count of 3, you're just going to become more aware of where you are and be more resolved in living a life that you want to live, that you know that you're designed to live. Okay, 1, 2. At the count of 3, you're just going to feel the possibility, feel the opportunities, feel that you're moving in the right direction. 3. Just feel that you're now in a better position to be who you were designed to be. And whenever you're comfortable, you can open your eyes or come back to now.